probably wondering, how did I get through that trek in one day? Well, the truth is I didn't. And so I kind of have to be honest with you guys. I didn't make it. The last day that I tried to hike, I went from Jagat to Tall, and it was hard. It wasn't hard physically. None of it for me was physically hard. It was just very mentally challenging. The trek, as you go through it, it gets very tricky in places if you are afraid of heights, and I'm afraid of heights. And so you might be wondering, why the fuck did you go to the tallest mountains on the planet? Did you first through hike? Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you. What happened is I watched a million YouTube videos during COVID, and I was so inspired and excited about all the beautiful shots that people would get of this particular circuit. And what I didn't realize is they don't show you the scary parts. They don't really show you how high you are. They just show you the stuff that they were able to shoot because they were fucking scared at the moment and picked up their cameras. And I didn't expect that. I had prepared so hard. I even know how to calculate where to be, how far to be away from the tops of mountains to avoid avalanches. I mean, I thought I was super prepared for this. I trained with my full pack. I knew I could hike way further than I ever would need to, and that actually wasn't a problem at all. I was totally physically ready, but I started to have nightmares, and I started to I couldn't enjoy it. That last day that I hiked, the whole time I was just forcing myself to keep moving and look down. And that's the sucky thing, because you don't want to look down when you're in these mountains. That's fantastic, most beautiful terrain that I've ever seen. And so I told my partner the next morning, and actually he suggested that we just head out because it gets dangerous when you're that scared. He's losing his confidence because he's seeing me lose confidence, and we had never ever hiked before, so we didn't really totally know what we were doing and what we were getting into, and so I'm extremely disappointed. I've been very sad for the last 24 hours, and trying to kind of just look forward to the things I can do that are positive about myself and not feel like a quitter. I don't like quitting anything, and like I said, physically I could have handled this. I mean, you never know when you're going to get altitude sickness, but that's just kind of luck of the draw. But mentally I just couldn't do it. I could not enjoy it. Even the Jeep ride on the way back, holy hell. Whew. If you're afraid of heights, that one's a doozy. And I had to look down in the car the whole way down. And I mean, I've always had a fear of heights. The bridges, they kind of bothered me, but they didn't really bother me that bad. It wasn't until you get to some of the, for example, there'll be stairs where the edge of the stairs has nothing on it, and it's just a long way down, and you get to places that are just sand on a slope, and if you slip and slide, you're gonna slide far. And I mean, I look at pictures of, I think it's called Angels or something like that, Angel something in the United States, and it's this fucking crazy spot where there's just a teeny piece of rock that you're crawling on top of with a chain that you hold on to or something, and I will never do that. That's just not my thing. And the stupid thing is I didn't realize that this was partly some of that thing. Not that bad, but there are parts in here that are hard. It doesn't mean I won't ever try again. I've already been reading up on how to overcome fear of heights, and I've talked to other guides who've told me, don't worry, I'm not the only person that this has ever happened to. One guide told me that he spent hours sitting with one person trying to talk them through this one little piece of the trek. The trek is definitely not for people that are afraid of heights, but I just want to mention that I think maybe that's overcomable. I'm hopeful that it is, because the reward would be fantastic, and I hope I'll be able to get this fear of mine taken care of so that I can do it someday. My biggest fear, honestly, was, God, I planned for this for so long, and I feel like I really let myself down. But then I felt like I let everybody else down too, because of course I told everybody I was doing this, and I made these stupid videos, and I don't know, it's just the one thing I never expected to be a problem. But it doesn't mean that that can't be overcome, and I realize that. And no matter what, even if I don't ever finish this trek, I'm proud of myself for just trying something like this. I never hiked in my life, and I found something I absolutely loved, and it helps me to be more fit and happier, and that's something I'm definitely grateful for. And the few days that I did get to work on this hike were some of the best days ever. It's just the magic that people talk about, trail magic. It's really true. And the people I met, the experiences I had every day were just unexpected and beautiful and wonderful. And the things I saw too were just unbelievable. I'm really, really happy that I did it. I'm proud of myself that I got as far as I did, that I even tried this. And maybe I'm putting this out there for people that might be like me, or people that are thinking about doing things that they're afraid of doing, or they don't think they have the capacity to do. You never know until you try, and even if you try and you don't make it, I don't think it fucking matters. I mean, it's bothering me, yes, right now, but the more I think about it, the more I think, so fucking what, you know? At least I tried, and I haven't given up on the idea of still trying again in the future. For now, maybe not. Maybe it's not my thing. Maybe I'm not the Angel Falls girl or whatever it is, that stupid fucking trek. Who the fuck wants to do that shit anyway? It's like somebody asked me the other day, so are you gonna bungee jump? And I was like, why would you want to pretend like you're gonna die? I don't understand that. That will never be my thing. But exploring will always be my thing, and trying to push myself outside my boundaries will always be my thing. And I may not become, the person that goes on the gravity walk out of the space shuttle. That's so fucking what, you can still have amazing experiences all over the place without pushing the limits and being Evel Knievel. So, not that this trip is Evel Knievel, but some of it kind of is. But anyway, that's it. And I hope you enjoyed the little that I did get to share. And I hope this doesn't stop anybody from trying, because there's plenty of people that do it every day. There were plenty of people that were doing it when I was there, from every age group that you can possibly imagine. In fact, I'd say more people than not were overweight and still doing it. I think they're going to be smaller when they finish. We lost weight, actually, in only the 5 days or 6 days that we did it. You just burned some calories, so this is very good for you. It's healthy. All right, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching.